Well, everybody, hi everybody, it's Robin from Talks from the Heart. So, in this video, I'm going to be very blunt and I'm in a very somber mood. I am filming this on September 12th. My Happy Mail from Sweet Quiet Designs arrived for my Hobonichi weeks. But I just want to chat with you guys for a bit. The last few days, last week in my country, the USA, it has been, let me back up. About 2 weeks ago, I experienced kind of, I'm going to say some very goodness, what is wrong with me? I am always down. I'm not even going to say I'm depressed because I'm not. I just always seem to be just chronically looking at the negative. And I'm going to say that I always have said on this channel, never apologize for your own reality. If you're going through something, you got to walk through it, man. You got to go through it or you're going to end up circling back to deal with it eventually. Now, I am not a professional healthcare provider, mental health care provider. I'm only sharing my opinion and telling you what I have been experiencing. And I always say this too. It's always fun when I'm agreed with. It's never expected. I have never shamed anybody on this channel for their opinions, and I have gotten very few negative feedback, but if I feel that it's something that I need to address, I absolutely have done that in the past. So in this video, the comments will be on, and I'm going to say, let it rip. Let it rip, because I'm going to point out a few things. One, the Charlie Kirk assassination, and that's what I'm calling it. To be killed for your beliefs is a shameful, shameful, shameful thing to happen, a horrific thing to happen. My country was founded on freedom of speech, and I think that we have lost that in this country, and I don't think I'm okay. I'm not okay with that. No matter where you fall on this issue, whether you liked that gentleman or not, or whether you like what he stood for or not, it's still his right to have his freedom of speech and to not be worried about being killed for it. I think that should just be a blanket belief in this country or anywhere in the world, to be honest with you. We are individuals. I also have a belief that opinions are only valued if they're asked for. And I say that to say that if somebody wants to share their belief and you don't agree with it, that's okay. It is okay to not agree, but I still think that we're all humans, and I still think we all should be treated with respect and kindness as much as we can muster up. You know, I also think, too, that if you don't agree with someone, then, and you've come to a stalemate, then agree to disagree and walk away. Or just stop and agree to not discuss that subject anymore. There are many things on this channel that I do not share my belief system with because I'm terrified of being shamed about it. I'm terrified of, I've had people, okay, Here's what happened once. On one of my pages of my cousin a few months ago, it showed that I just said Trump was sworn in. And somebody commented under that video, oh, I'm unsubscribing, for somebody who, she was just disgusted. And I thought, okay, first of all, I have never politicized this channel. This is the first time that I've stepped out and said something because I feel it's relevant to what I'm going to talk to you about with my Hobonichi weeks. And I also thought, you know what? That is my solemn right to write that in my journal. So if you don't want to be here because that little tiny thing offended you to the point where you had to make a stink about it, then please leave. Please leave my channel. Please don't ever come back, because I don't ever want to apologize for being me. And when people, and man, I really prayed about God giving me the right words, and so this is going a little deeper than I planned. Welcome to Robin World. I want everybody to understand that when people step out, and I'm talking a generalization, when people step out and they start putting their lives on social media, like people starting a channel and they show you their planners, they show you what they like, they show you things that make them happy, and they share when things aren't working. They're really showing you, and they're taking their own personal time on earth. Time is a commodity that once you spend it, you can never get it back. And they're taking their time to film, edit, and upload, which takes hours and hours and hours sometimes. So it's a labor of love with no money. And if you do get money, man, if you get that algorithm going where you get, and I'm talking 20,000 views, and your channel grows and grows and grows, which mine has not grown at that fast rate, and you're really banking some coin, I'm going to be blunt. I'm jealous, because I've been at this now. October 3rd will be my 9th year or my 10th year. I started in 2016, so my 9th year. And how much would I love to have lots of money every month? I would love it. I don't get it. So I guess circling back is that if somebody is willing to put their personal life on YouTube to just have that have that generosity of sharing with you what their planners are and what brings them joy, then, that is, they're showing their underbelly, and they should be treated with respect. And sometimes I think that people forget that, and they click on a video and they just think, oh, free entertainment. And, well, I'm going to just tell them a what for. And I listen, I'm not here to call out individuals, but she constantly I don't really track my subscribers, meaning I don't go in there, but she'll announce that she's back, that she had to unsubscribe because she didn't like I was using a certain planner, and now she's back. So I guess, and I'm like, you know what, dude, you're not doing anybody any favors. Nobody's forcing you to click on that video or click on that channel. No one. So please don't think you're doing me any favors. Now, I have a nickname around here too. It's called Ragey Robin. I'm not going to say that Ragey Robin is showing her face right now, but I am very, very, very disturbed by the way my countrymen have been behaving for a long time, okay? I don't feel obligated to share what my political beliefs are because I vote the issues, and I do feel like there's good and bad on both sides, and to be honest with you, I'm quite confused. And I'm very disturbed by how our country has behaved for, I'm going to say the last 10 years. It's disturbing. And, this woman who got murdered on the train, are you kidding me? I was speechless. The school shootings, speechless. Somebody in my family, an intelligent individual, said to me when I said, oh my gosh, did you hear what happened to Charlie Kirk? He said, I hate to say it, but I'm so desensitized to all this killing and shootings, but I'm very angry that somebody is killed for their beliefs. And what I gathered, the most that I captured from that was that this young individual, under 30, is already desensitized by the violence. And it grieves my heart. And just, pray. Pray for people that they grow a conscience and that they have a moment of clarity before they're about to do something horrific, something they can't take back. And so what happened to me, all that said, I know you guys are like, holy crap, Robin, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. And I think I'm the norm. I think I'm the silent majority that's had enough and I'm not okay. And about 2 weeks ago, I was just, during my journal time, I was reflecting and I thought, man, I am so negative. I really need to work on not turning a blind eye to the bad things that I'm faced with consuming just in the everyday news, but to be more grateful. And how many of us have started gratitude journals and then it drops off? Or I'd love to hear from you if you've started a gratitude journal and you keep at it and it helps you, because I will tell you that I don't have proof that this is going to help me at this point, but it is a step in the right direction. So I thought I need to every day take a moment, and if it's the smallest thing, such as, which in some countries it wouldn't be considered a small thing, that I have clean drinking water, that I have fresh food, that I live in a safe home. Because there's a lot of people, I'm sorry you guys, there's a lot of people in this world who can't even say they have even one of those things. So I thought, man, I felt like, for me and my belief system, I felt like God really was dealing with my heart and really was dealing with just the fact that I had a grumbling attitude, and I was sitting in my, nice safe home with my 2 beautiful dogs, with my semi-okay health. I still struggle with the type 2 diabetes, with a fridge full of food and a warm bed at night, electricity, internet, TV. I mean, all the comforts you could ask for. And I yet was like, well, I guess I'm not even going to throw out the stuff that I'd complain about, because it would be embarrassing and silly for me to share that with you, because I'm embarrassed. I would sit there and find something in my head to bitch about. And that's when I just thought, this is a bad habit and I have to stop it. And so what I did is I pulled out my old Hobonichi Weeks. I pulled out an old cover that didn't sell during my D-stash, which now I'm very grateful it didn't sell. And I didn't want to buy anything new. One of the things that I tried to think of was, do I want to start a 5-year journal, a 5-year gratitude journal in 2026? And I really was against, I toyed with the idea for a moment, and then I thought, I have the stick-to-itiveness of a gnat. I will absolutely not stick to a 5-year. And I just thought, all right, let's try to do the weeks. You already own this. You've already started it. And so what I did was, and this was a very good exercise, I put my Ollie clip in here, so let's take that out. I'm using this pen. I actually stopped using this in March. Where is it? And you guys, before you just shut it all down and go, oh, Robin's getting, too opinionated or political, just think about what I've said. And just try to open your heart to just, if you've got somebody in your life where you just don't agree with them, you know what? Maybe just let them talk. Just let them share their opinion. Let them just be them. And then just say, okay, I don't agree with you. And if they can't show you the same respect back, then yeah, you're at a stalemate. But I hope that you listen to what I have to say with an open heart, because this is part of the process that I've been going through regarding my gratitude. And I will, okay, so let's get back to the project at hand. I stopped on Saturday, March 29th. So what I did was I went in, and I have time to do this in my life. Okay. And I just wrote, I am grateful for ... And then I took my cousin and I backfilled this, which I absolutely, it was such a good exercise for me to do. because it made me realize how much I have to be thankful for. And all I can say is this was a fantastic process for me. And a lot of it ended up becoming events that I was grateful for that day. But I feel like after the last couple of days, I'm processing that it needs to be more of an attitude entry or a specific thing. Like, I'm grateful for my Memorial Day. To me, now I look at that. I wrote this a week and a half ago. And I'm like, yeah, no. It needs to be more meaningful. But again, this is an actual process that I feel like I'm going to become better at it over time. So I wrote, literally these 4 days were just crap. In my cousin, and these were crap. In my cousin, I just wrote really rough day. I had nothing positive to say in my cousin. So I decided that when I came across that kind of page, I would just write, I'm alive. And I mean, I wrote this 2 weeks ago. So I decorated the right side of it, and I feel like the right side of it is probably going to end up, even if I have to just do it in this little bit of space, the right side of this is going to be a place where I culminate the week and write 7 things that I'm grateful for that week. Not repeating this. Honestly, my negative attitude is so deep rooted and decades, maybe my entire adult life. And I think I got cynical based on choices that I was making, and I was aligning myself with people that mistreated me. I think that it's become such an ingrained habit for me to just veer right away towards being not grumpy. I don't have a grumpy spirit, but more like, oh, yeah, the world is ending. My cup's half full. Not half full. My cup's half empty. I'm doomed. I'm never gonna, make it through. Whatever negative thoughts would slip in, I would give them free rein. And I can't do that anymore. Please know that I'm not saying that I am telling you to go ahead and ignore the obvious. These are PET tapes from Busy Bee Planners, by the way. Pookie Bear Cuties. I'm not using this to ignore the obvious. If something really bad is happening and I have to deal with it, life is what it is. But I find myself, or I will say, I was finding myself consistently always going straight to the negative. So, for instance, I'm really grateful for my safety. I'm grateful for my mom. I was having a really bad day that day. Thank you, Mom. And I called her up and I just, for a solid hour, just cried, and she listened, because sometimes when you become a widow, suddenly it takes years and years to adjust. And it's really difficult when you have situations come up in your life that you need somebody to bounce off things, and you're the only one in the house except for your dogs. And so that I was really grateful for that. I was grateful for my safety. September 11th, I was grateful for my beautiful country, and how, 24 years later, we still haven't forgotten what happened that day, that horrific day. And then this quote I heard on social media, because I didn't really follow Charlie Kirk. I will say this, that even though I believed a lot of his core beliefs, family, Bible, things like that, I did get a little stressed out when he would have a heated discussion with somebody at the microphone. And so it wasn't something on social media that I found relaxing. And when I'm on social media, I try to be relaxing. I try to have it be a relaxing time in my day. And so I would listen to maybe for a minute or two, but then I'd have to scroll off it. But that doesn't mean that I agree with what happened to him. Absolutely, 1,000,000,000,000%. I think it's horrific. And I have very strong feelings about what I think should happen to this individual. And so, I don't think it's okay. But I heard this quote and I wrote it down because I was like, wow, some days I wake up and I feel like it's a laundry list of things that God, God, please bless me with this. God, give me this. God, provide this. God, blah, blah, blah. It's just this laundry list of gimme, gimme, gimme. And when I heard this, I went, wow. And it was, I don't wake up in the morning and pray what I want from God. I pray he will use me to bring about what he wants from me. And I went, wow. Yes, I needed to hear that. So this is how I have turned my weeks into, you can see here I filled out, I am grateful for. And then I went in and decorated it pretty far ahead. And then here's Cooper. Cooper will be 13 years old on the 28th. So I decorated that for his birthday. But I haven't fallen behind on this. I take the time either mostly in the morning. I find that now is my really heavy writing time. And I'm good with that. And I can reflect back the day prior and write something meaningful. So I feel like I'm good with that. In the back, and I can't share it, I longhand prayers when you can see there, when I'm praying for something, I longhand it. And I find that helps me a lot. And then in the front, I don't much, and this is all from before when I was using it as a Bible study, like a scripture a week, and I was using it for gratitude. But I had the Hobonichi Weeks kits from Sweet Quiet Designs, and I was missing June and July, so I was able to snag those. And then I got September, so I want to show you that. And I accidentally got sent the Hobonichi cousin for June. So I think what I'll do is I'll just cut that to fit. But I love Sweet Quiet Designs. So I got the June, I got the July, I got the September, and I got the November for the monthly kit. And then because I don't celebrate Halloween and I don't like that kind of decoration, I actually ordered for Cooper's birthday month, which I was kind of excited. I ordered a different birthday monthly kit. Now, I know we've been really, I know I've been really somber, really, really serious the first part of this video. So I appreciate your patience. But this stuff is adorable, so I don't want to sound, I don't want to give you emotional whiplash here. But this is my freebie. If you use my code, which is below at Sweet Quiet Designs, you'll get this freebie. And then this must be a freebie, which I think is super cute. Bats don't bother me. I'm not scared of them either. But I know what home this is going to. Nessie loves bats, and so I'm going to send this to her. And then she'll probably get this. This is naughty. You forgot something. Oh my goodness. But the little bats and the AC. And then I ordered these two because I thought they would be cute in an upcoming planner. Explore the Great Indoors, which is me. I went for a walk yesterday and it was the longest 10 minutes of my day. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like torture. I don't like it, but it's also gotten really hot here, which also cracks me up because sweater weather with a touch of AC. That's exactly what's happening this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 90s here in Iowa. I ordered the Itty Bitty Daisy reading because in my tracker, when I start a book or end a book, I want to put a book sticker, and I thought these would be a cute addition. And then I had some free space. Hang on. I'm going to save this and not cover this, but now where did it go? Hang on. Oh yeah, so there's December. And then if it's a page that I know I'm not going to use, I cover it up with a full sticker. So I had about nine pages that was available for full stickers. So I ordered a few, and I ordered but first coffee, which I thought was cute. Is that, yeah. And then this is my favorite. Hold My Juice Box. I got this. I love that one. Make yourself a priority. And I really think that if we get trapped in a bad habit of always being negative, and that's me, I'm characterizing me, I think it really does affect your mental health, and it does affect your day-to-day existence with just enjoying life as much as you can. Listen, we're not going to be up all the time. We're not going to be full of joy all the time. But, you know, I'm trying to just reverse a really bad, deep-rooted habit in my life. All right, this one, I love this too. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a minute, even you. And I love that because I've taken TikTok off my phone. I've taken Instagram off my phone. Is that it? Oh, Facebook. Facebook I took off my phone like a year ago. And I just can't do it. It just does not bring me any kind of value. I'm going to say it doesn't bring any value to my life at all. I don't like it. And so I had to just take a step back, which is very hard for me because I do feel really disconnected in the planner community, but I think I'm going to be okay. I really do. So this is really cute stuff. And then I got a piece of vellum, which is the book. Let's see. What did she call it? Hang on. Let me look at my invoice. She calls it Cozy Book Cafe. And I liked this because I thought this would go really, really well in my book journal. So super cute. All right, you guys, hug somebody for Pete's sakes. Just, you know what? Or just smile at somebody, or just say, hey, you know what? You look really good today. You know, I mean, now my sense of humor is coming out. Don't do it if they don't. I mean, you know, don't lie. But, you know, let's just try to be better. We can do better. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if we just try to be better and understand that we will not agree with everyone all the time, and that's okay. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much this time for listening. And give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. And always try always to enjoy today, because today is where we're at, right? I mean, I don't want to get too philosophical, but you know, you just never know. Stay safe, please. Please be vigilant about your surroundings, and do your best to stay safe, because contrary to, I mean, I don't really use the word love a lot, but I will say this, because I don't throw that word around lightly, but I will say this. You guys who watch my videos have gotten me through some really rough times. And I know I hear a lot of positive about how much joy I bring into your life. And I know that my laugh is contagious, because you guys tell me that all the time. And I really appreciate it. But this channel and the people that have taken the time to watch my videos for years, you don't know, because I've never said it, how much fulfillment you have given to my life by watching my videos. And so I really appreciate it. So I'm sending hugs and appreciation across the YouTube video, and I hope that you receive it. And please know that I appreciate every single one of you, and that I'm, you know, I'm very genuine when I say that. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. All right, I got to do it because it's like a muscle thing. Give me a thumb. I already did it, but I have to do it again. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and always enjoy today. Bye, everybody.